One of the island's most famous longtime residents. This is on the recovery side of things, Oprah Winfrey. She spent the past several days.
One of the island's most popular long-term occupants. This is on the recuperation side of things, Oprah Winfrey. She spent the beyond a few days alongside numerous others, doing each dollar that you send will go into a record that goes straightforwardly to individuals she pointed will cause a significant gift after the entirety of the smoke and cinders. To have settled here, folks, it seems like Oprah has lost all touch with the real world. And in the midst of the Maui misfortune, she tracked down sufficient monstrosity to her to play a casualty, as you probably are aware. Oprah's purportedly generous desires to assist the Maui with peopling didn't meet a lot of endorsement. And many fans requested the television symbol to be dropped. Greetings, everybody. And welcome back to Celeb Live Station. Well, can't the culture and virtual entertainment need a piece of Oprah? And it appears as though it's a seriously awful timing to advance her new book about satisfaction, since she's at present confronting a lot of analysis for how she's taking care of the Maui misfortune. Clearly, the television diva feels like a genuine casualty in the entire story, and all the paranoid fears and requests to be dropped make her unbelievably miserable. Defamation and hammer charge. Lie's fear-inspired notions truly removed the concentration from what was truly significant as Oprah showed up on CBS Mornings on September 12th. She really shared her perspectives on being pummeled all around the virtual entertainment for attempting to help individuals of Maui to manage the fallout of the flames. And she energetically examined how she felt squashed and crushed in the wake of being enduring an onslaught for her generosity. Yet it appears as though Oprah is feeling the loss of the general purpose here. And as a matter of fact, individuals, she is currently covering herself considerably more profound by attempting to situate herself as one of the primary casualties. Fans were at that point guaranteeing that this tycoon woman is being torn away from the real world. And presently, she ought to submissively confront analysis as opposed to going after individuals for their trustworthiness. Definitely, I was so energized, I got up the following morning, and I saw this nastiness, and I was all similar to hold up what occurred here. Well, Oprah doubtlessly didn't anticipate what is happening should run wild and lead to numerous frightful remarks about her own job in the Maui misfortune. Evidently giving covers and modest cleanser on camera was sufficiently not to persuade individuals in Oprah's humanitarian yearnings. And she's confronting significant reaction for taking cash with her supposed Maui reserve. Here's only one of the posts on X that became famous online. Oprah is piping cash into one of her associations for working class people via online entertainment. I haven't met a solitary individual here on Maui that has gotten a dime from Oprah. Now Oprah is sitting in her planner dress and regretting on camera again for being abused via online entertainment by the people she's attempting to burglarize. And she's platitude that it's devastating her heart to see individuals meet her thoughts with such a lot of analysis, being more joyful amidst a surge of being threatened and denounced. Web-based, a huge part of the kickback originates from the way that Oprah had an enormous total assets moving toward $3.5 billion bucks. And making this $10 million gift showed up lopsidedly little, particularly when she has the dauntlessness to ask individuals who are battling to pay lease and earn enough to get by about sending however much cash as could be expected. Yet here's what: it's very few individuals accepted her story. The best feeling of strengthening is having the option to have some control when everything appears to be so crazy. And we're calling it now, after her thought was met with analysis, and many individuals expressing that Oprah went too far addressing the standard Americans with a supplication to exhaust their pockets, while one of Oprah's abundance can reconstructed the entire island. Oprah And the Stone's Joy post on Instagram accumulated in excess of 60,000 remarks, with many communicating mistrust that a portion of America's richest figures were looking for commitments from those wrestling with a cost for most everyday items emergency. As one individual remarked, their math ain't washing with this one, you all, in a real sense, have such a lot of cash you can give it and return in the span of a year. And I couldn't say whether it's simply me folks yet. It seems like Oprah is attempting to control the story in the media and demonstrate individuals who hammer her for laying out the asset, as opposed to sending a fat check herself, that her position is the only one here now. The entire sections on the news are dedicated to Oprah being abused internet. Based my companion, Dwayne the Stone Johnson, they're managing some kickback concerning the foundation that the pair began to help. Individuals of Maui, now Oprah, has crippled all remarks on her virtual entertainment, essentially quieting down every individual who needs to offer their viewpoint. Yet fans are saying it's not the initial time when this woman is confronting tremendous kickback, and she is managing it the most potential shocking way by turning off the pundit and driving her story further. As one individual remarked, "Hello, Oprah. You get an analysis, and you get another analysis, and one more, no time like the present individuals begin to sort you out." And another client added, "No compassion, Oprah. We have had inquiries for basically 10 years. Yet it seems to be Oprah who is bringing in cash on common individuals. Aziz doesn't esteem the considerations and assessment of those she's benefiting on. I have an inclination that her terrible reaction and attempting to situate herself as a casualty will madden individuals much more. And that may ultimately prompt her being dropped of Invictus, that I am the expert of my own confidence, and the commander of my spirit. In the event that you would have brought you down, it would you would have taken it, will take you out." There are likewise hypotheses that Oprah is wanting to involve this cash for her own necessities in light of the fact that, as you might have heard, she possessed a significant measure of land on the island. News head honcho Winfrey purportedly claims around 1,000 sections of land in Maui. She is said to have purchased 870 sections of land on the Hawaiian island for $6.6 million prior this year, adding to the 100 sections of land she previously claimed. She has lived part-time on Maui for over 10 years in the first place. She even attempted to show her cooperation in aiding the Maui nation straightforwardly, and brought the entire shooting team to the website of the Calamity Morning. "As far as possible, the way in which does it feel to be here, ma'am?" Well, a little overpowering, anyway. Subsequent to making a couple of commendable class to communicate on television, the media versatile immediately returned to her extravagance chateau. And as she said, such countless individuals were contacting her asking how they can help that she concocted reserve. As she said, "I naturally suspected hold up. That is the thought, getting the cash into the hands straightforwardly under the control of individuals. Set up the end structure for that on sending off individuals." Fun of Maui Winfrey said that she motivated by bluegrass music star Cart Parton Cart made a comparable move after Fierce Blazes crushed pieces of Gatlinburg, Tennessee's back in December 2016. Cart Parton in 2017, during the Fierce Blazes in Gatlinburg, began a group's asset anyway, on the off chance that you don't have the foggiest idea about the entire story. Folks, Cart Parton had a show and raised $12.5 million, and she later dispersed the assets to individuals impacted by flames herself, giving each casualty 1,000 every month. While as a matter of fact, Oprah just went on the web and said to common individuals that they need to contribute, and she will liberally sprinkle their gifts with 10 millions on top. Obviously, the media portable misunderstood the entire Cart's thought, and since she was as distant from the enduring individuals of Maui as the earth is from the sun, she normally met this kickback. She was unable to deal with the Stone and his group, and my group. We were on the in a real sense on. I don't have the foggiest idea. The the number of Zooms, now the U.S. branch of trade that assess the harm made by the fires, be as much as $5.5 billion. And it's not common individuals in America has this total in the pockets to give to Oprah's cause. Many individuals are currently saying that the news tycoon can address her rich companions who purchased the property on Hawaii, well-off individuals, including numerous celebs we know keep on diving in and grab up homes on foul measures of land, leaving less and less accessible for local Hawaiians. And they even have the boldness to call Hawaii their home. Lies here. I was brought up in these islands. My family are covered. Well, I surmise Oprah might have stayed away from this and carried all the more great to individuals, assuming she continued to help them straightforwardly. And presently, after her bombed reserve, she's burning through a greater amount of the valuable time, attempting to deal with the reaction, while she could be on the island, offering cleanser and pads anyway. As the news magnate expressed, a ton of organizations had proactively given inside the primary 7-day stretch of her asset. So satisfied to have such countless individuals supporting. And you realize individuals are simply bringing what they can, and evidently, in the wake of debilitating remarks, and playing the survivor of online abuse. She will keep on encouraging individuals to send their dollars confronted with tremendous analysis. Oprah doesn't appear to deal with it well, and she's